Hi there. So I am here at the booth 2A130, and this is the booth of
Lander.
So this thing right here. Okay, this is a game, as I understand.
Yes.
And you are?
So my name is Dan Alexander, and I'm the co-creator of the game.
Cool.
I made it with my friend Charles Gershon.
All right. So you want to talk about Lander itself?
Yeah.
What's this game about? Tell me.
Okay, so we're about 100 years in the future, and mankind has left our solar system to go to the first planet to colonize outside of our solar system. As the lander comes in, it crash lands. These things always happen, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of the game is it's a resource management strategy game where you get resources in from the board. You have a crew which you develop with training and items, and the most missions wins the game. The great thing about the game is it's a competitive game, and you have action cards, and these action cards you either play on yourself to help you, or you play them against your friends to mess with them.
All right. So, but if we go deeper into the mechanics, how does it work? What do players do on their turns?
Okay.
How do you score, or how do you win?
So, the way that we have the game is we have two versions of the game. We have the race game, which is the quick version, whereby we race to 10 mission stars to win. Or we have the more strategic round game, where you try and complete the most missions in 5 rounds. The game time would be about an hour and a half for 4 players, or 3 hours for 4 players.
Right.
On your crew mat, you place your crew, and you're able to get the resources in from the board to buy new crew members, upgrade your tiles, or start exploring around the crash site. And then you can also use your resources to buy action cards, items, and training.
All right. So I also want to mention that this is a prototype, so it's not a finished. There will be a great art.
Yes.
That we will be enhanced with.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So in a similar way to Catan, you're able to trade with the players, and you can trade any of your action cards or resources in any way you like. And there's a lot of player interaction in the game, because you do one of these as your go, and then it's the next player, they do one, the next player does one, and it comes back to you. So you're in a situation whereby the game goes very quickly. Everyone's engaged all of the time.
All right.
In order to complete a mission, you have 1, 2, and 3 and 4-star missions. And here you can either focus on a 1-star mission where you have no crew development, and you have to have 2 tiles developed with additional structures and pay 4 resources. Or you can be more of a crew development strategy, whereby you can train a single crew member to be a diplomat who's fanatical and has 6 science. And then you would pay 6 resources for 4 stars. So there are many different strategies to win, and the game balances very nicely.
All right.
For the replayability, we have 50 unique crew members, and they all have their own leadership ability, and these are engineers, operations and science staff. With these crew members, you have 2 traits on them, and this helps you complete the missions as you train them. When you play a game, for example a 4-player game, in the box you'll have 50 crew members, of which you would only use 24 in a 4-player game. So there's a high amount of replayability, lots of different strategies that the crew will give you.
Right, cool. So how did the players win the game?
So the players have the option to race to 10 stars.
Okay.
Or they're in a situation whereby if you play the round game, it would be the most stars in 5 rounds.
Okay. Wait, what's with the board? So I know it's not a final production, but it's very interesting shapes of the board. And
so the central area here represents the crash site. We would have a ship in something like this, and the board is represented by the sectors around the crash site, where the dominant sector would produce either energy, food, or titanium. Each one of the tiles has different numbers on it. When you claim a tile, this would give you 1 titanium at the start of a round. As you pay to upgrade, this would then produce 2 titanium, and then as you progress through the game, it would then produce 5 titanium at the start of the round. And the strategy around the board is such that there are also very rubbish tiles, like the 1-1-3 tile, and this you could potentially play to stop somebody expanding with their choice of tile, as you're able to pay and the board will grow organically with your game.
All right, so but tell me, what inspired you to create this game or this world?
About 3 years ago, I sat down with my friend at Christmas, and we wanted to play a game of Catan, but there wasn't enough players. So we started to make a game where it's a strategy game with resources, but that would work from a 1v1 all the way up to 6 players. We were both keen interest in space. We like Star Wars and Star Trek, and we wanted to have a near future game, which was that we go to the first planet, and that the planet wasn't full of aliens or any kind of life as such, that it really was a very barren planet. But if you have a look in the artwork, you can see that the planet has the evolution whereby there's just some mosses and very early signs of life. So we've landed on this planet, there's liquid water, we've got the very early signs of life, and this image will be the box art, and the image represents that we have landed and that we have this beautiful planet that we've landed on, but also there's danger in the game, because we have things like dust storms which could roll in, and this would potentially destroy a tile, or it might kill a crew member if they were out unprepared.
All right. So this game is currently in development, as I understand?
Yes, that's right.
And when should we expect this game to be out?
So at the moment we're in discussion with manufacturers. We really want to get this quality of game with the mass-produced plastic pieces, and we also have all of the artwork to finish off, to make all of the graphic design and artwork look very pretty. The idea that we would have is around the end of summer, coming into autumn, would be our main aim for going to Kickstarter.
All right. So, but people can sign up.
Yes.
For the newsletter, so they are getting notified.
Yes.
When the Kickstarter starts, and where should they then go to? What's the?
So, if you can please go to www.landerthegame.com.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you sign up. We really want to bring this game to life and have this very unique board that we've developed. So we're really looking for your help in order to get as many backers as possible to bring the cost of the plastic down so that it's able to make the game and bring this game to you.
Right, very cool. Thank you, Dan.
Okay.
It was nice to meet you and see a small bit of a future huge, possibly huge title. Lander, the game.
Thank you.
All right,
very much.
thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.
Excellent, thank you.
This channel is sponsored by Osprey Games. Check them out at ospreypublishing.com.